Difference between a three-phase voltage and single-phase voltage. In the first place, what do we mean by single-phase voltage? Single-phase voltage is a voltage that is measured. What do we use to measure? Our voltmeter. When you measure a voltage across a phase, any of the phase, either red phase, yellow phase, or blue phase, and the neutral voltage you are going to obtain is what we name as single-phase voltage. So when you measure voltage across either red phase, yellow phase, or blue phase, and the neutral, total voltage displayed by your voltmeter will be 220 volts. So anytime you measure voltage across any of the lines and the neutral, total voltage you are going to have is the sum of the voltage on the line and the voltage on the neutral. And the voltage on the neutral is usually what? 0 volts, because it is at zero potential. Neutral does not carry any voltage. And that is what we call phase voltage, single phase voltage. Hope that is clearly understood. Now, three-phase voltage. In three-phase system, there are two types of voltage system. We have three-phase, three-wire system, and we have three-phase, four-wire system. What do I mean? What I mean is this. In a system whereby we have only three phase, the red phase, yellow phase, and blue phase, without any neutral, we call it three-phase, three-wire system. An example of this is what we have on our transmission network. When you go outside your building and see a transmission pole, you're going to see you will have three lines on it.
1, 2, 3, without neutral. So only 3 wires. We call it
three-phase, three-wire system. We usually have this in our 33 kV feeder, 10 kV feeder, 66 kV feeder, and so on. So it is an example of three-phase, three-wire system. I know some people will ask me that when they see their transmission lines, like 330 kV line and 132 kV lines, normally see them carry more than 3 wires. Of course, they carry more than 3 wires. Usually when you see 330 and 132, you are going to see 12 wires on the pole. And why 12 wires? Those 12 wires, they are all carrying 3 phase. When you look at the giant pole, that transmission line, the topmost arm will carry 2 wires by the left and 2 wires by the right. And both the 2 wires by the left and the 2 wires by the right are all representing a phase, which is red phase. The next to it, which is the middle arm in a transmission pole, you're going to see 2 wires by the left and 2 wires by the right. So both the 2 wires by the left and the 2 wires by the right, they are carrying just a single line, which is what? Yellow phase. Yellow phase. And likewise, the least arm, that is the lowest arm, is also seen carrying 4 wires, 2 by the left and 2 by the right. Both the 2 at the left and 2 at the right, they are carrying the same line, which is what? Blue phase. Why is it so? It is because they are long transmission lines. Imagine lines that are carrying voltage from one state to another, from one country to another. They are long distance transmission lines. Because of the distance they are going, so they need to duplicate those wires in order to ensure continuity. So that along the line, if any of those wire breaks or cuts along the line, there will still be continuity. If you go to that transmission line, cut any of those wires, there will still be power supply. So they duplicate those lines in order to ensure continuity. It is still three-phase
system. Hope that is clearly understood.
in short transmission lines, such as the 33 kV lines, you see that it's only 3 wires. They are not repeated. Wires are not duplicated because they are short transmission lines. But some of them are going to distance less than 250 kilometers. That is why it is not duplicated, because the distance the line is going is very short. In any long transmission line, they are going to duplicate those line wires, line conductors, in order to ensure continuity in case any one of them breaks along the line. Country will not be thrown into darkness. So that is why they repeat those lines. So in three-phase system, when you measure voltage across any of the lines and another line, multimeter usually have 2 testing probes. See one red probe and one black probe. You want to test whether it is a three-phase voltage. Then you place one on one line, place the other testing probe on another line. So the voltage obtained is known as line voltage. So phase voltage is a voltage measured across a phase and a neutral. Line voltage is a voltage measured across a line and another line. So they normally rate it 415 for three-phase volts and 220 for single-phase voltage, not always 220, provided your country uses 220 system of distribution voltage. There are some countries like the United States of America that use 110 volts. The voltage between a phase and a neutral in the United States of America are going to have 110 volts. Single phase voltage and three-phase voltage is clearly understood. I welcome contribution in the comment section. Observation, put it in the comment section. Thank you for staying tuned and thank you always for your support. I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.